Hi, this is Tweek. I made myself some spider earrings. And somebody said, how'd you make those? And I said, I'll show you. Join us. Supplies you'll need for this project are, you'll need some black beads of various sizes, some head pins 3 and 4 inch. You will need some beading wire, tools to work with the wire and the beads. So let's get started. Our beaded spider starts with his main body, which is a cluster ball. I'm going to zip through making this cluster ball, and if you'd like to see a link as to how to make them a little on the slow side, click right here. So I'm going to get started. I'm taking beads. These are 4mm beads I'm using, but you can use any size. The bigger the bead, the bigger the spider is going to be. And we need 30 beads in total. The pattern is 5 beads, 4 beads, 3 sets of 3 beads, 2 beads, 3 beads, 3 sets of 2 beads, and 1 bead. That totals 30, and we're ready to go. I'm using a smaller bit of wire here, a 0.012. It just is a little thinner. It's a little easier for me to get into the little beads. And we're going to cut this off here. Just grab whatever. This is so thin that it cuts easily. And here we go. First set of 5. General rule. Always bead from the right side of your wire and pull in from the left. So let's get these going here. One bead left. I know I got way too much wire, but I will make use of the excess wire. Maybe not on this project, but on others. Okay, so we've got the ball done. Now for added strength, I'm just going to skim around the top 5 beads wherever I came out here. So we have both wires skim around the top, meet up at the center, and I'm going to put a couple of knots. And we will have our spider body. Why do we talk like that when talking spiders? Good knot. Let me give it an extra tug to make sure. Good. And then I'm going to cut it. So I just cut it close as I can to the knot. We have our little bead body. Boy, it's going to be a little teeny spider, isn't it? Now, we've got the bead body. What do you want to do about legs? I've got 2 head pins here, sizes. There's a 4-inch head pin, and there's a 3-inch head pin. We'll decide how long do we want our legs to be in our spiders. I'm going to pick a spot on the body and push the bead through, push the head pin through, and it will have beads on it. And that will dictate how long the legs are going to be on your spider. So do you want longer legs or do you want shorter legs? It's as simple as that. You just decide. I'm going to go with longer. I think it'll be just a titch creepier. So what we're going to do is take our 4-inch pin, head pin, got the edge there on the end, and I'm just going to put a crimping bead there to start. And then I'm going to load it up with these tube beads, little short tube beads. And to me, this represents the spider and how its leg kinks and has joints in it. So I'm going a crimping bead and a tube bead, and a crimping bead, tube bead. I think for this length pin, I'm going to put 4 tube beads. If If I want a little more, you can put more. You can end up with a daddy long legs. So I've got that many going in. I think I would want more because I've got a lot of extra pin left here. I'm going to push through. That leg is not going to pull through the tiny bead spot. See how much I've got left here? I'm going to try one more and see where that gets us here. Okay, so we've got that much left. Let's see, where did the little knot go? I want the knot to be kind of on the bottom. Wow, it's really hidden. So I'm going to take one of these spaces here. I'm going to go straight through the body. And now I can see 1, 2, 3, 4 are showing up because it's going a little bit into his body. So let's repeat that pattern on this side. You know what? I want a little more insurance here. Got 4, and I'm going to take one of these same beads that I just used to make the body, because I really don't want this leg going through the whole body. I want it to be stopped. So pick a spot, come through the other side. Okay, now his body's going to be jointed to that leg. 1, 2, 3, 4 beads. We'll repeat the pattern coming back. 2 bead, crimp bead. These earrings are very nice. They're light. They're not bothering me at all. Having 2 spiders hanging on either side of my head. Ah! Okay, we've got the stopper there. 1, 2, 3. Looks like we have another crimp bead. Now to end this leg. I shouldn't shudder like that, but they get a little bit too spidery for me. I'm going to put one more crimp bead. And then I'm going to crimp that bead real tight on the wire. And then for added insurance, I'm going to fold this wire down. I think there's a little too much there on it, so I'm just going to fold it right down. Now sometimes when you're folding, some of the bead will come off the 2 bead. That's okay. So what I've got here so far is 1 leg. I'm going to keep stringing the legs towards the bottom of the little body. So I have 4 more to do, and then we'll add the head. So here we go. 4 more 4-inch pin legs. Actually, 3 more, I'm sorry. 3 more legs. 4 total, 8 on each side, and I go for the pins that are the straightest. Seems to be the easiest. There we go. Let's go. So you've got your little spider, you've got his 8 legs. Now let's put his head on. How big do you want his head to be? You could have a bigger head, or you could have a smaller. I tend to go for the larger size bead. I just have to decide how big do I want it to be. I want it a little bit bigger than that. I think that was probably the one. Oh, that's way too big. Oh, this one's a little bit different shape too. I think I'll go with that one. Okay, so what we're going to do is take one of our head pins that has a hook, little hook on the end of it. And I'm going to start with the back and get one of the body beads, because this bead will hold its spot and it won't flip through. So take one of those body beads and just push it through the center to the front. And if you like the placement, that's where his head's going to go. So I'm looking, do I like that where it is? And I think I do. Let's put his head on and see if that's what we like. See how simple? This gives you a place to hang a chain for a pendant, or just a piece of wire or a piece of string that doesn't show, so he's hanging somewhere, or an earring. Now here I'm going to add another crimp bead. And I'm going to crimp that very, very tightly like I did before. What a cute little creepy spider you are. And now I'm going to cut most of this off. You see that's kind of loose. And I'm going to flip it down. I like to think of this as like the fangs. There should be two of his fangs, but that's how I think of it. Okay, so you have your spider. Here comes the creepy part. This is when you position the legs however you want. See how the back wire's nice and bendy. I've kind of flay them out first, and then you add kinks. See where all those little crimping beads give you options as to how to crink up his legs. Very, very simple. They move around. And look it. You can make him, you can hang him by a string. I should do that. He could be a lovely brooch. Oh! Isn't that funny? I mean, it's just a beaded spider, and I'm going, ah! A brooch, an earring, or somebody just to hang around. Let me show you a few. Oh, he turned out pretty nice. You can make them stand taller, like a daddy long legs. Look at this one. This one I used bigger beads. Oh, there's another one came with it. I just strung a little bit of fishing line on her. I say her. She's just the same thing. She's just bigger beads. What do you think? See how simple? And there you have it. You choose the size of bead and the length of the legs, and you will have your spiders. So if you like what you've seen here today, give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and remember to ring the bell so you know when another episode of Tweeks with Tweek is coming along. Until then, they make lovely ornaments, earrings, pendants. They're spiders, and who doesn't like that? See you again.